Every year in the NFL, it's a new team. As far as goals go, we have one. Putting the ring on our finger.
Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer Podcast. This is Ralph Phillips.
Molly Bay.
Today is December 27th, 2021. A couple days after Christmas. Also better known as Victory Monday.
Yeah.
Which means we've had a lot of those in the past 2 years.
11 this year.
I like that.
It was good. I know. I was trying to think about, I was like, oh, we've only had 4 losses. Like, who did we lose to? I couldn't think of it. Washington was the one I couldn't
Saints
remember.
Twice.
I blacked that one out. The Rams.
And the Rams. Yes.
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, well, the kittens don't look like we need to worry about them for a while.
Nope.
That was a total beatdown yesterday. We beat them up. Final score was what, 32-6?
It was.
32-6. And we beat them up with our second and third stringers, basically.
I know.
I mean, literally. Well, we were down to our fourth stringers at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
We had Le'Veon Bell and Gabbert taking snaps last series of the game. So, I mean, that's scraping the bottom of the barrel there. I guess you can't say Gabbert's too bad. I mean, he is the backup quarterback, but I mean, between all of our injuries and guys out, we had a lot of backups playing.
Mm-hmm.
Still whooped their butts. 7 sacks. 7. You know, we're leading the league in sacks now. We're tied.
I know. That's so awesome. I didn't even see that coming. That wasn't even on my radar at all.
Yeah, we tied the Vikings right now. The Saints and the Dolphins are playing tonight. So, you know, the Dolphins have 37 sacks. The lead right now is us, and the Vikings were tied with 44. So, I mean, Miami could theoretically beat it, but I doubt it. They'd have to get 8 sacks, I think.
Were the Saints?
Good question.
I thought they were pretty high up there, too.
Yes. I thought so, too, but no, they're middle of the pack. 33.
Oh.
33 sacks.
Losers.
No doubt. It's embarrassing. So, yeah, we popped off 7 sacks. They didn't get any.
I know.
Not a 1. Only 1 turnover in the game, right? Or was there?
We intercepted them. I
that's
think
right.
It was just the 1.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, in the intro, if you didn't notice, I got my Buccaneers Super Bowl ring. It's not focusing on it.
It's just too shiny.
Yeah. It's got the top comes off, got the inside.
Can't see
I
it.
can't see it. It's too shiny. So that's
put a picture.
Yeah, that's what Molly got me for Christmas. She got me that one, the original one, Super Bowl 1, or the 2002 Super Bowl for the Buccaneers. But anyhow, she got me this nice little display case. Look at that. I love this. Yeah. That's just so nice.
Awesome. I know.
Yeah. And
you can tell how often Ralph has been in it.
I know, you saw the fingerprints.
Have to clean it regularly.
You think I won't?
I know.
Every day I'll be polishing it, pulling the rings out, cleaning them. Yeah, so that was a good gift. I got a whole bunch of Buccaneer swag too. Gosh.
Every year.
Bunch. Yeah.
It makes it very easy to buy for you.
Yeah, it sure does. I like being easy. So, you know, we had I lost faith in this team again. I mean, I didn't think the Panthers were going to win, but I was like, man, you know, I wasn't that confident going into this game. I mean, I felt good about us winning, but not like this, which is just normally how I feel it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I got to stop doing that. Maybe I should stop watching the All 22.
I know. You waver a bit, and then they just come back and make you doubt yourself.
Yep.
Good.
Yes. So you predicted 33-19. I predicted 35-17. Score was 32-6.
Closer.
Yeah.
to their score. I gave them way more credit.
You sure did. They looked horrible.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It was rough.
Well,
I remember those days.
Right. That's what I kept thinking the whole time. I was like, man, been there, done that.
Yeah.
I ain't got no pity for them. I don't remember them shedding any tears over our horrible seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Panthers, they just did not look good. They, the quarterback play, really bad. But, the receivers dropped a lot of passes. I mean, they had quite a few times where they were wide open for touchdowns. And
yeah. And they were either overthrown,
mm-hmm.
like I can think of Chuba Hubbard. There was one, and then I think it was Abdullah. Same thing. They were thrown to the running backs right by the end zone, and it was just
mm-hmm.
the pass was just way off. So I don't know if they weren't where they were supposed to be, or he was just.
No, he just sucks. Yeah. And there was quite a few times where he did hit them in the hands, and they'd drop it. So they didn't play well, but we pretty much beat them up. It's going to be interesting to look at the offensive line on the All-22 for their offensive line. See how our guys. It looked like we were just throwing them guys around, just beating them up. Our offensive line, I don't think Brady had any pressure the whole game. There was one time where I swear he stood in the pocket for over 5 seconds. Just stood there. That was on that long pass to
Grayson.
Grayson, yeah. I mean, he just stood there and stood there and stood there. No pressure at all.
I know.
So that's good to see.
Yeah. And then he had that one run, 11-yard run.
Yeah. It's like he's got to do that every game now, just to freak everybody out.
I know, everyone's panicking. Don't do it.
He didn't slide either. He went head first.
And they tackled him. There were two of them.
Yeah. Don't like that, man. Keep away from my quarterback.
Don't do that.
Stewart, Mr. Irrelevant, he got a call out on the broadcast, not by name, but he was celebrating on a special teams play, making so much noise. They were like, oh, somebody's excited about the special teams tackle.
Yeah, and it was like way late in the game,
yeah,
too. Like, it made no difference whatsoever.
I swear I heard him like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Just hooting and hollering after plays. He got to get out there, though. He played a series or 2 in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. And KJ Britt, too, was out there.
Yes, yeah. And JPP didn't play, so Cam Gill and Tryon were out there collectively just about every snap, which is good. I like to see that.
Me too. And then with Shaq Barrett, he's out for the rest of the regular season with that. They said it's an MCL and an ACL sprain.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be seeing a lot of those too.
Yeah, they're just resting him.
I think so too, and I don't hate it.
No, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're just fighting for seeding position now.
Which, if we can win with the guys that we have, fine. Let's do it that way.
Yeah. I mean, we've shown we can win against the Panthers with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We know we can win against the Jets with them. Good grief.
And we'll see the Panthers again in a couple weeks, so it just makes sense to me.
Yeah, rest them all, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how much energy and on fire Whitehead is. That's
oh my gosh.
That's what happens when you
maniac the whole game.
When you get some rest, you come back invigorated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was all over the place. Well, as I said last week, I mean, he really popped off on the game film. And Golston too. Golston had 2.5 sacks this game. 2 sacks.
Yeah. 2 TFLs, 3 quarterback hits.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just ridiculous.
Yeah, it looked like our defensive line played really well. Vita was getting a lot of push. Shaq Barrett, of course. So, very happy with that. Very happy with the results all the way around.
Yeah, I don't really have any complaints. Keyshawn Vaughn showed up in a phenomenal game.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Good for him. I mean, I guess when we let him run it, he does pretty good. Don't ask him to catch the damn ball.
Right, yeah, he had another drop pass.
Yeah.
In this game.
Yeah, they had 1 target. He dropped it.
I mean, he's got to have the worst completion percentage in football history. I'm telling you, man. I think the ball's been thrown to him 11 times in his career, and he's dropped 7 of them.
Does he wear like oven mitts out there? What is...
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, the running game, we ran 31 times. We passed 31 times. So it was perfectly balanced. I like to see that. I thought we were committed to the run. We stuck with it. Rojo did a great job, I thought. The stats don't show it, but, he was consistently getting good yardage. And
he got 20 carries.
Yeah. It's exciting. I like that.
Yeah.
And, we did that probably because our receiving core was so depleted, So, that Vaughn run, that was pretty. That was a really good run. He did a good job. Had some patience.
Yeah, and there were like 4
blockers.
missed tackles on that run.
Yeah. And who was it? Doink.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he the one out there blocking?
Yeah.
And that last block. Yeah, they said he blocked really well. I didn't really pay much attention to it, but
I didn't either. But yeah, on Twitter, that was all that was. Everyone was saying he and they asked BA about it, and BA said he was a ferocious blocker. So then they asked Cyril Grayson about it in the press conference, and he said BA is a ferocious coach. Which I thought was cool. Oh, and he showed up for his press conference in like a nice jacket and shirt, like dress shirt. Yeah. Which is unusual.
Yeah, right.
Very few times do you see that, so I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Doink did pretty good. That's what I call... I keep wanting to call him Mickens. Cyril Grayson, Doink. For that one time, he had that one pass last season. I think it was the only pass we threw to him.
Went right off his head.
It hit him right in the helmet. Bounced off. So he will forever be known as Doink. He did well. Very impressed with him. He only had like 3 catches, but he had good yardage.
81 yards. So his average was 27 yards.
That one, his long catch. I don't know how he didn't make a touchdown. That guy was 5 yards behind him when he caught that ball.
I know. And they were saying he was a sprinter at LSU. And you're like,
holds off records there and stuff.
Run that defensive back. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. What's your 40 time?
It was exciting to see Antonio Brown. He was our main wide receiver. He had more passes thrown to him than the rest of the team combined.
I know. Which is not a surprise. Like, we all saw that coming. Yeah. Even though they said, he's not going to get that many snaps.
Right. Yeah.
No one believes you. And then there's the press conference after with Antonio Brown, and the media is very upset today. He did not want to participate in their struggle session. He didn't apologize. That's what they're upset about. Yeah, they want him to apologize.
Morally pompous idiots.
Insane people.
Yeah.
Get over yourselves.
Yes. It just, I don't know. I listened to Stroud last night, and he's,
why do you give him the downloads? You hate listen.
I do. He said, he started off, we were just doing our job, reporting on this, and blah, 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 blah.
You know who else was doing their job?
Don't go there. Don't go there. So, but then he jumped right into, and he put everybody's lives at risk. He could have possibly killed people. I mean, that's what he said.
That's the dumbest argument. How? At what point? You could maybe make the argument that he did get the Rona during the season and got put on the COVID list, but there was no close contacts in the facility. They test for that. So your argument is it's wrong.
Right.
There's no.
Right. I mean, the people who are vaccinated are spreading it too.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to say you're unvaccinated, therefore you're going to be spreading it and killing people. You go, well, the vaccinated people are getting it and spreading it too. And they go, well, that's different.
Yeah.
It's like, what? How is that different?
What's different about it? I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
They're just...
But yeah, he was all upset about it. And apparently Antonio Brown, I didn't watch the press conference, but he kind of laid into the press.
Good.
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah. Screw him.
Why not?
Yeah. They ain't his friends.
No. Nope.
None of our friends. I don't think they have friends. I think they're just friends with each other.
Kind of.
until they can stab each other in the back.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, yeah, very happy with Antonio Brown's performance.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, he's rested, so that's nice.
Yes.
Great time for that.
Yeah, and he didn't seem to have any problems out there. I mean, he played how many snaps? Do you got the snap count up?
No, I do not. Okay. He had 15 targets, 10 catches, 101 yards. No touchdowns, though, unfortunately. The only receiving touchdown went to Cameron Brate. So.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then we had 2 rushing touchdowns.
So that's 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we had a lot of field goals then, huh?
Yes. 4?
4?
4 field goals.
Man, I don't remember that. Do you remember 4 field goals?
So they held us?
That's crazy. Times? Yeah, Antonio Brown had 80% of the snaps. 53 snaps. So, yeah. Him and Cyril Grayson. Gronkowski had 90% of the snaps.
Oh.
That's 60.
That's weird. He only got 1, or he had 2 targets, 1 catch. The one that he dropped should have been a touchdown in the end zone.
Brown?
No, Gronk.
Oh, yeah.
He fell out of bounds.
Yeah.
We're like, come on, dude.
Dude, yeah. He's saving it for the playoffs. Tom Brady only played 96% of the snaps.
I didn't even realize Gabbert came in. By that point, I was like not even paying attention to the game. I think.
So Le'Veon Bell had 3 snaps. Gabbert had 3 snaps. So they played the last series before the Panthers got the ball back.
And Bell did not, he had negative 1 yards on 2 carries. So his average was negative half a yard.
Tryon had 74% of the snaps. So that's pretty high. Mm-hmm. That's JPP numbers. He was filling in for JPP. And then, let me see, Cam Gill. He had 40% of the snaps. Nice. Okay. Good. Getting some guys some playing time before the playoffs, letting other guys rest.
Yeah.
Man, we're going to come into the playoffs hard.
I know.
Oof.
Y'all just wait.
Shaq Barrett's going to be rested. Yeah. Mike Evans is going to be rested. Levante David's going to be rested.
Although Mike better hope he comes back because he's got 100 yards to get his 8,000-yard season.
Yes.
So he's got, but now today they put him on the COVID list. Him and the wide receivers coach Kevin Garber has it, and apparently at Carolina they had an outbreak today. So, yeah, they had 4 of their active players added to the reserve list. Brian Burns, Shaq Thompson, defensive end Marquise Haynes Sr., and defensive tackle Phil Hoskins. And then 2 people, defensive tackle Davion Nixon and center Matt Paradis, who are on IR, also got on the COVID list. So they had 6. And then we activated Perryman off the COVID list today. So that's good. But I hope he's had no contact with Kevin Garber.
Yeah, right.
Although I think you're exempt if you've been on the list within the last 90 days and you have a close contact. I don't think you have to quarantine. But that's a timing. Not great.
Yeah, so our ball possession drive chart went like this. It was punt. We punted after our first series. And then touchdown, field goal, touchdown, end of half. Field goal, touchdown, punt, field goal, and then punt. So we punted 3 times, once after the first series. And then
which is every week, it feels like.
You're right. Yeah, just slow starting. And then we didn't punt again until fourth quarter, 10:15 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Ooh. Oh, Carolina's so bad.
Ooh.
And we play the Jets next week. They're no better. They played the Jags this week. Who won?
The Jets did.
Okay, 26-21. Yeah. So they're coming off a victory. All they did was hurt their draft placement.
That was a battle of the have-nots right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the Carolina Panthers ball possession chart goes like this: field goal, interception, field goal, punt, loss on downs, punt, end of game.
Oh no!
That's incredible.
Ooh.
So punt, loss on downs, punt, end of game.
Golly day.
Ooh. Oh, man. So they got their first field goal, 7:17 in the first quarter, and then they got their second field goal, 7:20 in the second quarter, and that was it. It was
no more scoring after
no more
that.
score for them. Oh, and for all you keeping track out there, we had 6 penalties for 50 yards.
It's just unacceptable.
It's unacceptable, man. That's how you lose games. They had 6 penalties for 35 yards or something like that. I don't even know how you do that. 6 penalties for 32 yards.
Yeah.
What's that, like 3 yards of penalty or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, by the looks of it, they should have won that game, right? Based on the penalties.
Officiating, we had Brad Allen crew. It seemed okay to me. I didn't really notice anything bad or...
No complaints?
No complaints.
We got some calls that went our way, some pass interference and holdings, so...
Without Mike Evans out there.
I know.
That's surprising.
But then Antonio Brown got called for offensive pass interference, negated a catch by OJ.
Oh, that's right. It was good. Yeah. It was a long catch too, right?
Yeah.
Deep over the middle.
And he had another. Oh no, it was not a penalty, but just kind of a boneheaded play where Tyler Johnson was supposed to be blocking for Antonio Brown, and he got pushed into Brown immediately, and Brown
fell down. Over. Yeah.
You're like, come on.
Yeah, not the best. He's just not a good blocker, Johnson. Mm-hmm. Compared to Godwin, and apparently Doink is a pretty good blocker too. So I'm gonna look at him on All-22, see how his blocking holds up.
Yeah, that'd be a good video.
Yeah. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas out there. We had a good Christmas. This topped it off. It was good. We did everything, got everything taken care of Saturday. Went and visited on Saturday. So Sunday we could just lounge about and watch the games. That's pretty much what we did.
Yeah.
Had a good Christmas.
A good day.
Yeah.
Good day. I'm trying to look through my news. Oh, we posted a little short video yesterday talking about this, but we should probably touch on it here. That Byron Leftwich might be on the Jaguars list to interview for their head coaching vacancy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he started his career there. I just think no one wants to be tossed that hand grenade with the Jags head coaching job. Who is going to be the person to turn that place around? Probably. I mean, it's going to take a special person. It's a big job. And then the Raiders are expected to interview Todd Bowles for their head coaching vacancy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Both of these make me nervous. I don't like change. Stop it. Hands off my coaches.
Next year it'll be a new team.
Yeah.
Of course, we said that last year, and the exact same team came back.
I know.
Everybody.
I know. Well, and Bowles did interview for some positions, right?
Last year?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think he interviewed for Atlanta, maybe.
No.
Yes.
For a head coach?
Yeah.
Don't recall that.
Yeah, he did. I mean, we were in the playoffs, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
Or no, it was after the Super Bowl, and pretty much all the vacancies had been taken, I think. I can't remember. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, I would prefer them not to leave. I'm not going to lie. Being selfish.
I know.
But Brady, Arians likes to, you know, groom his guys and then send them out to be head coaches. He's going to have a huge coaching tree. Huge.
You know, and I wonder how much of that is part of their legacy.
Yeah.
You know, as far as coaches go. Like Bill Belichick, you know.
Yeah.
He's just known for all the coaches that have come out from him.
Yeah, but haven't any of them done any good?
No.
Well, the Tennessee guy, he's done good.
Yeah. But he played under... Did he coach under Belichick?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know Shaq Barrett with his sack in this game became a double-digit sack season for him, and he is on a short list of Buccaneers players to ever have a multiple 10-sack season. So, Warren Sapp, Simeon Rice, Leroy Selman, and now Shaq Barrett. So he's in great company.
Yes, I heard them say that, and I had no idea he was at 9.5 or 9.
I know, me neither.
I'm like, damn, I'm not following anything.
I know. So at least he got that before his knee got hurt.
Yes, and it makes you wonder if he would have stayed out there, you know, to try to get that 10.
Well,
he came back out.
Yeah,
and played.
he came back out because but then it was like he was down. Wasn't he down later on the field? I feel like late. Oh no, it was right before halftime, and they took him back to the locker room, and then apparently he came back out. So it wasn't that serious, I guess. They're calling it a sprain. So, we know our 2022 opponents. Did you know that? That came out today.
No, I did not.
Yeah, we're playing the AFC East. So, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, and then the NFC West. So the Rams, which we've played them like 3 years in a row. Seattle, Arizona, and San Francisco. And then we'll also play Dallas and Green Bay. And then, of course, our division. Oh, and we're going to play Kansas City. So, those are locked in. Should be some pretty good matchups. Green Bay. Dallas.
Yeah, so you said the AFC East? We played them this year.
Or wait. AFC
North.
North.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baltimore.
Dang.
I know.
We're already thinking about next year.
I know.
Our third Super Bowl in a row.
You know, today 106 players went on the COVID list.
What?
Yeah, it's a record high.
Oh, God.
I know. They already have had more on the COVID list this season than all of last season combined.
How much sense does that make?
Can
that doesn't make any
explain
sense.
it? No one can explain it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. So, I'm just glad we haven't really been hit with it too much yet.
Yes,
You know,
that's the...
I know. Well, and it kind of makes me a little squeamish with the Panthers having an outbreak, and we just saw them yesterday, so that'll be... And the problem is, you know, the incubation period. By this point, if our players start testing positive, it won't probably be until later in the week when they're not really going to have an opportunity to clear the list. Like, at least if you test positive now, you have 5 days to come back.
Yeah.
So that's a little annoying, but
Very much so. And it's, I don't know, none of this stuff makes sense. Mike Vrabel, the head coach for Tennessee Titans, you're right. He didn't coach under Bill Belichick.
he played under
He
him,
played
though.
under him, but
Yeah.
he went and he coached at Ohio State. He was a linebackers coach at Ohio State after he retired playing football.
Was Shiano? Or no? Yeah.
No.
Shiano was. He did
after
Ohio
he left
State.
us.
Okay.
Yeah. But then he was the linebackers coach at the Houston Texans for 3 years.
Under Bill O'Brien?
Apparently.
Well, Bill O'Brien was from the Belichick tree, so does that count?
No, I don't think it goes.
Right?
I don't think it works like that. I don't know. Might be. Yeah.
I don't know.
And then he became their defensive coordinator for a bit, and then went to the Titans as head coach. Not a whole lot of coaching experience there.
But doing pretty well.
Yeah, doing all right.
Considering.
Huh.
I like him.
I could have swore he coached under Belichick for a little bit. But it's weird. It's weird. You never... It's like the whole Luke, I am your father, never said in Star Wars.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I would have bet my life on it. That was said. In those words, exactly. Luke, I am your father.
What's the real words? I'm your father, Luke.
I have no idea.
I think we looked this up one night.
Yeah. The formation of false memories.
I know. Yep. But it's part of the zeitgeist, and I don't know that it would really matter what the real words are.
Oh, he said, no, I am your father.
Oh, okay. But maybe, was it in the commercial where they had him say that? You know, the trailers always, sometimes they embellish a bit.
Let me ask you this. Snow White, does she say mirror, mirror on the wall?
Yes.
In the movie, 1937 movie? No. She said magic mirror on the wall.
Oh. Interesting.
It's called the Mandela Effect. The formation of false collective memories. It's like the Monopoly dude with the monocle. Mm-hmm. Does he have a monocle or does he not have a monocle?
Yes.
See?
Does he not?
I can't remember.
I think he does.
If he has one or he doesn't. But it's like most people say he says the exact opposite.
Whatever it is. It's
yes.
Wrong. Okay. Do you want to get back to Buck stuff? Are you looking that up?
Yes, let's do that. What brought us up on that, Vrabel?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we are NFC South champions. How good does that feel?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We haven't even touched on that, Ralph. We're all talking about nonsense like the Monopoly man. Yeah, so that feels good. Top of the division. It's never happened since I've been a Bucs fan. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a jinx.
No, well, apparently not.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so the first time since, what'd you say, 2007?
Yeah.
15 years? Is that right? 14 years? That's a long time. It's a long time when there's only 4 teams. You know? Mm-hmm. So
and the rest of them have gotten it. Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans.
Well, let me see. We switched the division, moved it around, and we got moved to the NFC South, which was newly created in 1999 or 2000, 2001. I can't remember. Sometime in that period. But ever since that time, up until for almost a decade, it was worst to first. You know, it was always a new NFC South champion every year. And then we ended up screwing that up by being at the bottom for 2 years in a row or some crap. Mm-hmm. And we just haven't been able to get up there, man. You know, and it sucks because the NFC South has been a really good division, probably the best division of football for a long time. I mean, you had Cam Newton and the Panthers, you had Drew Brees and the Saints, and you had Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Mm-hmm. And they all went to the Super Bowl. They all lost the Super Bowl, except the Saints. They won this. But they only went to one time.
A long time ago.
Yeah. So, you know, we've been in a good division for a long time. And now we're at the top of it. And they all suck. I'm not mad.
I know.
I'm not going to lie about it. I am not mad about that at all. I would be happy to be in a division like the NFC or the AFC East where they just suck every year. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Miami. When was the last time Miami was any good? Back in the 80s with Bob Greasy?
And they've like almost gotten there a few times and then they just can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. That's the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
When were the Bills good? Just back in the 80s with Thurman and when they went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lost all 4 times. That's incredible. That's what I say, man. I would rather not go to the Super Bowl than go to the Super Bowl and lose.
Then to do it 4 times.
4 times in a row.
Ooh. No wonder they're having a real hard time getting back.
Man. So yeah, we're number 1. Can't take that away from us. Mm-hmm. It was a t-shirt and hat game. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to be done at Raymond James Stadium, but we didn't get the confetti and stuff. But, they got to do it at Bank of America Stadium. I don't care where they do it as long as it gets done. Mm-hmm. But we're number 1.
You getting all jerky over there?
Yeah, so it feels good to be on top.
I wish that we'd swept. That's the only...
Yeah, we swept the Falcons. We're probably going to sweep the Panthers. It would have been nice to have swept the Saints. Mm-hmm. And we'll do that next year.
I know. Well, the Saints fans are still so damn mouthy. Even though they're like probably not even going to make the playoffs.
Right.
Maybe they might.
As it stands now, they are on the bubble. Outside looking in, they're 7-7. The Eagles are 8-7, and the 49ers are 8-7. So right now, the Packers are in, the Cowboys are in, the Rams are in, the Buccaneers are in, and the Cardinals are in. We just don't know what order. As it stands right now, we are number 4.
Whatever.
Right. Well, let me see. The Packers are 12-3, Cowboys are 11-4, Rams are 11-4, and Buccaneers are 11-4. And I guess in that 3-way tie between the Cowboys, Rams, and Buccaneers, we end up falling to the bottom of that 3-way tie.
Yeah, and I think it's the conference record is the issue.
Yeah.
So I think we have a better conference record than the Cardinals, so it would be in our best interest for the Cardinals to take that division, and then I think that bumps us up. But we don't want to get in a 3-way tie with the Rams and the Cardinals, because in that instance we're all the way at the bottom.
Right.
I mean the Rams and the Cowboys. So we really need the Cardinals to win and beat the Rams in that division.
Yes, that'd be nice. Yeah, we don't want to end up with the Rams in any way. We don't want to play them, and we don't want to tie with them.
See, I'm not worried about the Rams. Like, I know they beat us early on, but we weren't.
They're beating us, 3 years in a row?
Yeah, but we weren't firing on all cylinders when we saw them. It's a different team. They've fallen off a little bit.
I don't know, man. It seems like the Rams and Saints kind of got our number a little bit.
Sometimes. I do feel like there is something psychological.
Oh, yeah.
With it. Even though, a lot of these guys weren't here for very long, but it just seems like the Saints always have our number. Mm-hmm. Like even Brady, like he's 0-4 against them.
Yeah, during the regular season.
Yeah. Since he's been with the Bucs, so there's something psychological there. Gets in your head.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that stuff. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the Saints are playing the Dolphins tonight. The Saints are 7-7. They're trying to claw their way back into the playoff picture. Like I said, right now they're on the outside looking in.
And I think they still need help.
Probably, because right now there's 2 other teams, the 49ers and the Eagles, that are 8-7. So they'll tie them for the last playoff spot. There's still 2 more games left. So weird saying that. There's only 2 more regular season games left in the season. It just seems like it zipped right on by, man. And
but
plus
it's been
we got
a longer season.
Right. Plus we got an extra game this season. So It's just very strange. It seems like it just went by so fast. But it's nice to know that we're in the playoffs already.
I know.
2 games
We
left.
don't really have to worry. We could theoretically rest our starters, which it kind of feels like that might be what we're doing a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Under the guise of injury.
Yeah.
The Jaguars, Lions, Texans, Giants, Jets, Seahawks, Bears, and Panthers are all eliminated.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, that is a weird one because they've just been dominant for
Long time.
10 years
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
And they've really been struggling in the past few. So it's very weird to see them so far at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
They played the Bears yesterday in the snow at Washington in Seattle, which seems like it should be an advantage for them, but probably one of the worst teams to play in the snow is the Bears because they're even more used to it than you are.
Right. The Bears are the Packers.
Yeah, so it's not advantageous whatsoever.
It's crazy to me. I think about that a lot, how, the Packers, they've got that weird ownership thing over there where it's like the fans own the team. But like the Chicago Bears and the Packers and, these teams have been, they're original football teams. I mean, they've been around since the beginning of the NFL, basically. And they're still playing in crappy stadiums that are outside. And you got teams like the Cardinals and the Raiders and Chargers, they're all playing in these nice, modern, billion-dollar stadiums.
Expensive, yeah.
Yeah, and you're just like, it's more of a theme park.
Yeah.
When you go to watch one of their games. You go to Lambeau Field. Of course, I say this. I've never been there, or Chicago Soldier Field. And, I mean, that's old school. That's like football. You are outside in the weather on
the
hard
Packers,
benches.
Yeah, it's those hard metal bleachers. It looks like a high school game. Can you imagine how cold those things get?
Yes, I know how
tush.
cold they get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to bring your own cushions.
How awful. Ugh. No thanks.
So it's just fascinating to me. And, we were talking about this yesterday, but one of the things I love about football is it's the only sport in the world that there's really no qualifications for, physical attributes. You could be tall, you could be short, you could be fat, you could be skinny, you could be fast, you could be slow. There's a spot for you on football if you try hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you just beat everybody else out, they'll find something for you. And there's no other sport in the world like that. I just love that. It's very, very meritocracy based, and it's very open to everybody. I just love that. I love that. And it goes to the stadiums too. It's like you got some stadiums that are, the pinnacles of architecture and entertainment. And then on the other end, these teams that have been around forever and have these loyal fan bases that stick with them for 20 years through losing.
Put up with the snow and
everything. Yeah, they're playing in a basically high school stadium that they've been playing in for 100 years. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I never want to see Green Bay or Chicago or who else? Who else has
New England.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a nice stadium, but they play outside. The MetLife the Jets and the Giants. They're outside.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's like a nicer.
Well, I'm not saying outside
newer.
stadiums in particular. I'm just talking about old stadiums.
Yeah.
But most teams have all new stadiums now. We're probably one of the older stadiums. Raymond James was built in the 90s, mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That's old.
Interesting.
So I just find that fascinating. I hope Green Bay Lambeau Field never goes away.
I know.
At least not in my lifetime. Anyway.
I don't think they can. I think the fans, it's like a badge of honor for them. The Lambeau Leap, like they could never. Can't get rid of that.
Rich Uncle Pennybags, that's the name of the Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
And he never wore a monocle or had glasses.
Is it just the way his eyes are?
Yeah. How about that?
How about it?
How about the balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet? What do you remember about that?
Romeo, wherefore out there, Romeo.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
There was no such thing as balconies back in the day. They didn't. There's no balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet. How about that?
That's funny.
He's standing outside her window.
Oh, come on. That's kind of nitpicky.
Man.
Everyone who loves architecture is like, Molly, shut up.
That's crazy. So, man, it's hard to believe. But I feel so, the playoffs were so expected. I don't feel as excited as I should be. Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, I'm more thinking about being prepared for the playoffs and having our guys rested. Who are we going to play and all that? Yeah,
what it means to be in the playoffs this year as, the defending champion versus last year where we kind of clawed our way in and, went through the gauntlet. It just feels like a very different experience. And it seems like this year we have more to lose, I feel like, than we did last year.
Yeah. But we do get at least one home game. Playoff home game. Haven't had that in Tampa since 2007.
Yeah.
I think it was the Redskins. Came to Tampa and beat us.
I hope we don't play them.
They're not.
Although, based on how they played last night, I don't think they're...
Oh, gosh. Dallas just put the whooping on them.
Steamrolled them. Which I don't like that either. I don't want Dallas coming in hot for the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't want to play Dallas in the playoffs.
I know.
I don't want to play any of these hard teams. I want to play the easy guys.
I know. There are none.
What are you talking about? 49ers and the Eagles? I'll take them every day.
49ers didn't look that bad. I mean, they look...
Nah. Nope.
Did you see what happened to John Lynch on Christmas Eve?
No.
So you know that San Francisco had played on... Didn't they play Christmas Eve? No. They played... Anyway, they played... I forget what day they played. They didn't play Sunday. They played... When did they play?
I do not know.
Okay, anyway. They played... It must have been Thursday. And John Lynch... Someone had tweeted at John Lynch and said they were leaving Jimmy in whatever city they went to. Jimmy Garoppolo. And John Lynch was in church, in quotes, he was in church and accidentally hit his phone was in his pocket and he accidentally hit the like button on that tweet about leaving Jimmy Garoppolo, his starting quarterback, in the city wherever they lost. And so there was a big, does John Lynch hate Jimmy Garoppolo? And then he came out and tweeted and said, it was an accident. I didn't mean to like that tweet. We love Jimmy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't an accident. And he realized, hey, people aren't taking this funny like I meant it to be.
It's not as funny as I thought it was.
Yeah. The joke fell flat. It's kind of hard to get sarcasm across on a like button.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, the 49ers, I ain't scared of them at all. Eagles, ain't scared of them.
No.
Vikings, not too scared of them. Falcons, definitely not scared of them. Washington, not too scared. Cardinals, not too scared. The Rams, Cowboys, Packers, I would like to...
top dogs.
Yes, I'd like to avoid playing them if possible.
There's no...
Well, yeah, I mean, they could lose. Before we get to them.
Right, but we're going to end up playing at least one of them.
Most likely.
Yeah.
But it's not written in stone.
There's only like 2 teams in the wild card that we're not scared of. Maybe 3. There's a very slim chance that all of them will win. We're going to have to play one of them. So 2 of the 3 wild card teams, they would have to win, so we don't have to face any of those.
Again, apologize about the coughing. She hasn't been coughing for like 4 days.
Yeah. soon as we turn on the podcast.
Yeah.
She needs attention.
The habit. Yeah, so, here we are. NFC South Division champions.
Woo! Hat and t-shirt game. I tried to talk Ralph into going to this game. He would not do it. We could have been there, babe.
Could have been there.
Could have been there.
I want to go to the playoff game at Raymond James Stadium.
I know.
Tickets are going to be quite expensive for that.
I know. Yeah.
Be lucky if we get any.
I know. And even then, they're going to gouge you.
Yes. They're going to gouge you. All right. I'm about done.
Done. Great win. We get to do it. Oh, last thing. We get to do it in 2 weeks. And apparently, Panthers fans egged our team bus on the way out of Charlotte. So, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to start that war. Everybody get your rotten eggs ready.
I know. What a dumb move. Like, idiots, your team's going to be here in 2 weeks. Like, do we really want to start that? Morons. And then people were saying, Jamel Dean had posted that on Instagram. And then people were saying in the comments that they had really awful experiences in Carolina. Like somebody got punched in the face. Somebody, that Carolina fans were just awful. Not in that particular day, but when they visited the stadium before, the Panthers fans were just hateful.
Ain't that something?
Which makes sense to me. A lot of Panthers fans I know are hateful.
True enough.
Mm-hmm.
I would be too if I was a Panthers fan.
I know.
I'd just be miserable. I'd hate life.
Yeah. True.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Panthers, they went to the Super Bowl, they lost. Falcons, they've been to the Super Bowl twice and lost. It's a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to the Super Bowl unless you plan on winning, man.
I know.
All right. Guys, great win. Going to do the All 22. Hopefully it'll be up tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get it done as fast as possible, but probably not. And we'll have something to talk about on that. Then we're going to do the preview of the Jets game coming up, although, how
Curb
much
stomping. I know.
How much is it?
What can we say? How bad is our second string going to beat their first string?
Oh, so... yeah, let's just revel in it. Enjoy our Christmas gift from the Buccaneers. We can now walk around, at least for the next 3 weeks, like the cocks on the walk, right? The rooster, Banty roosters. We got this, man. All right, guys. Till next time.
Go Bucks.